Welcome to my 117 square feet home theater and lounge. This is for anyone who is short on cash, space, or time. I use my upstairs loft as a theater, place to watch all my favorite shows, movies, anything that I'm viewing for work. I watch it all in this space here. I even have a little concession stand. I also use this space as my lounge, and it's extremely comfortable. Even those little chairs in the front that I'll tell you more about later. The lounge, basically, I just turn on the neon light, have a little ambiance. We're not so focused on what's on the screen, and it's just a place to gather, have some fun, relax, feel at home, not worry about spilling or ruining anything. And I've also turned it into a moodier space that I call my club. The sign only says the Pinckney Theater and Lounge. However, it's also a club. I've used this for a Super Bowl party as well as karaoke night. And that pink sign, really does it all. But back to the movie theater. So I didn't want to do anything that was too permanent or that would cost too much money. So bought a custom sign from Amazon. My movie chairs came from City Furniture. It's a local kind of a discount store here in Florida. And I also got the chairs from a company called Big Joe. What I like about this is I can relax my own way. So you can relax, have it laid out almost as flat as a bed. You can have a really nice lounge as you're looking up at the television. You can put the tray table down so that you can turn it into kind of like a cinema and cafe, dinner and a movie. But for me, let's be realistic, it's more like Dinner and the Housewives. And the spotlight helps you to see what it is you're eating. But if I were really truly just watching a movie, let's say one of my old classics that I love to view every now and then, I would probably not have the lights on under the chair or the spotlights on. I like it because it is a faux leather that you can wipe off. So don't worry about spilling anything. Don't worry about being too gentle with it. It's also fully automatic. So it has great lumbar support. You see how I curled the back of that chair up. It also, of course, can lay back separately. The built-in tray table makes it easy, so I don't have to worry about having additional table space, especially because the room is so small. I can bring in extra tray tables and set them on either side of the chair if I wanted to. But that's usually just enough space for whatever it is that I'm eating as I'm lounging and watching a movie. You can also change the colors on this chair. I think it has about 6 different colors, just showing you what some of those were. And then also, you notice that I had a floor to ceiling drape on the wall instead of painting. One, it saved me time. Two, it will allow me to change the room at ease whenever I'm tired of my home theater and lounge and I decide to do something different. It'll be really easy to just take the drapes down and do whatever is next. Also, in the daytime, it does allow natural light to come through. And I did get those drapes from Amazon, and they were Tommy Bahama indoor outdoor drapes. And This is just showing you what the lounge looks like. This is a great way to do karaoke. Gives you the vibe that you're in one of your favorite karaoke spots. Has a nice lighting. But going back to the lounge, also, if you have friends over and maybe having a cocktail or a glass of wine, you don't have to have all the extra lighting. I have a chandelier there that I wanted something different. I didn't want all the crystals. I wanted this to feel different. I love how the feathers and the palm leaves both mimic the same natural shape. The custom light I purchased on Amazon. It shipped right away, received it faster than I thought I would. It feels heavy duty. Those chairs, like I said, came from a company called Big Joe. I did a lot of research on low profile chairs because I wanted to give the illusion of stadium seating. I wanted it to be comfortable for adults. And I also wanted it to be a place where people wanted to sit. Those chairs check all of the boxes. And relatively speaking, they were extremely inexpensive, especially compared to similar chairs online or bean bags even, and of course beanbag chairs. So I didn't realize that there was such a market for that right now, but there is. And just in case I didn't mention, that feather light came from Wayfair. But of course, I didn't just stop there. I have to take everything to the next level. Just like during the pandemic when I turned my kitchen into Tiffany's Blue Box Cafe so that I could be happy and feel like I was going somewhere exciting every morning having my coffee and tea. I had to do the same thing here. And yes, in case you were wondering, there is a concession stand. I have a popcorn machine. You can find them online. You can buy them with a stand if you like, but because this is only 117 square feet, I got it where it could fit on this bar cart that I purchased from Z Gallery on clearance. I like that it has a round shape. It kind of reminds me of the Hollywood Regency, that kind of era. These containers that you'll see, some are filled with good things, or seemingly good things, like the Kind Bar and the pistachios. Cheez-Its, these are all things that I like, of course. Chips. All of these containers that you see on the cart, I got from the Dollar Tree. And this movie theater candy, I also got from the Dollar Tree. I just got things that reminded me of my original theater experience, like as a younger person, going to the mall and going to the theater. Like this is what the concession stand looked like to me. And those Reese's Pieces, I think we all can thank the movie E.T. for that. I learned in my Harvard Extension School class that E.T. was really groundbreaking when it came to marketing, and it was the first of its kind. And of course, as we all know, movies have incorporated many different products throughout and had all kinds of product placements, but apparently ET was one of the first movies to really base product placement into their storyline. So I think we can thank ET for those Reese's. You saw a salt and pepper shaker there that were shaped like kisses. I just thought it was a fun, whimsical way to add a little whimsy, a little something permanent that I can keep on the cart and not, it's not going to be consumed. But we'll always have that kind of concession theme as you walk by. The candy came from Dollar Tree. The not candy, the nuts and the Cheez-Its, the chips, and even the Kind bars, they all came from Target. And I was able to use my student discount to purchase those items from Target. I really love how that turned out. I also wanted to do something on the walls that, again, is not too permanent, that feels like me. And I have prints of a magazine cover that was actually the original Ebony magazine. It was called Tan. It had Dorothy Dandridge, Harry Belafonte on the front. I have a print of a Mahogany movie poster just because it's one of my favorite movies in the whole entire universe, and I'd love to have that represented. Again, this sign is right 50% of the time. If you see it, Real Housewives is probably on my TV when I'm in this room. Another, just a scene from a movie, Carmen Jones with Dorothy Dandridge and Harry Belafonte. I just really love them as a movie couple, and it was great. I mean, I loved seeing them work together. They were great actors and just fun to watch. And I just wanted things in the room that really helped me to feel like immersed in movies and television. And this room does it all for me. I also, if I have something to screen for work or a personal project that I'm working on, this is a fun way to do it and makes it feel very executive. Reminds me of that whole, Netflix, going and screening movies there, or, living in LA, working in Hollywood. And again, I did this short on cash, short on time, and short on space. I hope you enjoyed my theater and lounge. It should probably also say club up there. And I hope you also have some inspiration for your next project. Thanks for watching. Bye.